The title of this video is a line from a song that Swami Kriyananda wrote called Channels. And this song came about as a way to help us appreciate the natural world around us and the presence of God in and through that world. And so he took 6 different channels, and they were birds, trees, flowers, stars, rivers, mountains, and then rivers. And so each of these, in the song, each of these different channels has its own melody. And there's a little refrain at the end of each verse, and the refrain goes, "Mother, we thank you, your joy shines in everything. Open these channels that the world once more may sing." And this kind of opening of the channels he was essentially suggesting that we need to appreciate the natural world around us and the blessing of that natural world, the blessing of the opportunity to be in nature, to sort of draw from it, because our own appreciation enhances it and gives us the joy of sort of participating in the natural world in a blessed way, in a beautiful way. So that the line that I was referring to comes from the second verse, the trees channel. And the words are, "Trees standing firm hold the secret of inner power. Give us, when tested, strength to endure." And it's a powerful example. And I'll just share recently, I'll do another video on this same subject about trees, because it's been my role in life to work with trees, pruning and caring for them, but also in some cases cutting them down when they've died, or even in a few cases when they're alive, if they're in the wrong place and we're trying to do something else in that area, or to create a more diverse forest. And we also, Nirmala and I recently visited the giant sequoias here in Northern California and got a chance to really see. I mean, that was the inspiration for this video, was being in the groves of those enormous trees. Huge, when Swami says, "Trees standing firm hold the secret to inner power." Wow, you could really feel it. I mean, these trees are, some of them are 20, 30, 35 feet in diameter. I mean, that's just enormous. So talk about standing firm. You can feel it. I mean, it's like a building standing there and hundreds of feet tall. We, all of us, have that potential in ourselves to stand firm. Yogananda gave us the colorful image of developing the inner strength, the inner power, to stand unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. And these trees that have been there for thousands of years, some of them, have seen a lot of life. They've seen a lot of forest fires come and go. They've seen earthquakes. They've seen floods. They've seen drought. They've seen all of it. They've seen war, I mean, maybe not so much in here in North America, but they've been in the world through all this commotion, think of all the drama that's gone by. And these trees have been standing firm through all of it. We too can develop that strength and that power. And in the case of a tree, it does stand firm, but it doesn't mean that it's not also a little bit flexible. Now, a sequoia that's 30 feet in diameter probably isn't going to need to be all that flexible. But you think of a palm tree, or you think of other trees that are relatively slender, but often quite tall. And in the wind, they will be moving quite vigorously. I remember climbing a tree that was, as big around as I could reach, probably 4 or 5 feet in diameter at the bottom, and that I could sort of reach halfway around it. Climbing it to the point where I could wrap my hand around the trunk, the stem of the tree, all that high. I mean, I was sort of wobbling like a squirrel up there, probably more than 100 feet in the air. This was up at Ananda Village. So yes, they can move. They have that flexibility, but that flexibility comes from the firmness, the rootedness that they have. That power comes from yoga. That power comes from centeredness in God. So let us learn to find that strength and that power. You can practice the tree pose. That's a marvelous way. Standing on one foot, bringing the hands up over the head, or simply holding them here at the heart chakra. But drawing one foot up the calf a little ways, just to shift the weight onto that one leg. And you can, if you need to, you can hold something else, the wall, a chair, or something, to steady yourself if you need to. But really feel the spine. That's one of the things that we could feel being with these old trees, is there is a presence there. And when you're with a saint, when you're with a real sadhu, a real serious seeker, you will feel that power, you will feel that fortitude in them. We all have that potential. We have to reach for it, but it is ours for the reaching and for the fulfilling. Namaste.